crafts, and today what I'm going to do is decoupage a door sign, and then after I decoupage it, it'll have to dry, and then I'll have to come back and put the words on it. So I've got the medium. Give me a second, and I'll flip it around. Actually, I have the surface. So forgive my mess. I spilt decoupage medium all over the top of the desk, so I'll be using that today. So I spilled a mess. Yes, the lid popped off, so that is not normal. I have a mess everywhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going. Let me see if I can get that in this. Okay, cool. So, I am not sure if I'm streaming to Facebook right now because there's gonna be some issues coming up, and I don't know if it happened yet or not. But I may have to just go live in YouTube and then post a link um into Facebook, but I am not 100% sure how that's going to work. So we're just going to do it like this, and if it works, okay. So if you're on here watching, if you guys can let me know, hey Lisa, you let me know what you're watching from so I can just, I know it's coming, I just don't know when it's going to happen. Facebook told us it's going to happen. You can't do it in groups anymore. I'm sorry guys. Okay, so you're on Facebook. Thanks, Lisa. So I guess we're on Facebook right tonight. Cool. Okay. But I'm not going to be certain how long that's going to happen because I know they are not going to allow third party streaming, and that's what I do. So it may be replayed on the Facebook, but it will be live on my YouTube. And the YouTube is just Country Road Craft NC. So perfect. So what I'm going to do is just put some different kind of splish splashes around on here. And then later I will come back after it dries. This might be just I made a huge mess of all this. I'm so sorry, guys. Huge mess. Just as I was ready to click the button for coming on, it's spilled everywhere. So I'll do this, and then I'm going to paint some embellishments real quick. So, and what I'm doing is just using scraps here. So I'm going to use what I spilled everywhere. So I am just going to put this paper on this, and then I'm going to lighten it up and then put some words on it. How about that? This would be like a patchwork. Thank you for joining me, Lisa. I do appreciate you letting me know. Like I said, I stream from StreamYard, and I go into 2 different Facebook groups, and I don't think it's going to allow me to do that at all in the next few weeks. Actually, I don't get enough down. Oops, don't touch that. Get off here, right? My page name is Country Road Crafts NC. Country Roads with an S, Crafts with an S, NC. But yeah, or you can look up Polly Miller and all those associated with that. I have all of that. Just because I don't know what's going to affect, how it's going to affect my groups. I don't know how that's going to work. So I do apologize. It was very vague, but it just said that third party streaming is not going to be allowed, and that's, I use StreamYard because it's easy. And I created me a new intro. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it's pretty cool. excited about it. Working on a new class or two. So, I had to create a new intro. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. As I learned more stuff and how to do this stuff. Oh my goodness, I got paste everywhere. Hopefully the weather is beautiful where you are. It is a whole 70 degrees here, and it's actually cooled down a little. 70 degrees here in eastern North Carolina. On the beach. Oops. I wanted to cross over a little. There we go. I am preparing, if you're local, I am preparing for Saturday to do an in-person paint party with my group at Onslow Pines at 2 o'clock on Saturday. So if you're local, you can catch that. And that's going to be in person. So if you're in eastern North Carolina, want to come and see me, we will be at Onslow Pines with the paint party. Okay. So, see this huge mess I made? The lid popped off as soon as I tipped it up and get ready to push the button. I got decoupage all over the dog. The decoupage gel. She was not happy with me. I think that's what she was grumping about. Luckily it was on her back. Let's wipe it all off. Oh, we give her a bath later. So what I'm doing is just putting some patchwork on here. Then I'm going to lighten it up after it dries. And then I'll put some words on it for a door hanger. That's what I'm going to do for this one. I'm still going to try to keep going live on Tuesdays at 6, but it may be a faux live, unfortunately. I don't know how. So give me grace the next few weeks and then we'll figure it out. Then they'll change it again on me. Like a huge mess going on. Look at that. Ugh. Mess, mess, mess. Bitch. And if you guys are part of my VIP group or email, I will definitely send an email out when that happens, so you guys will know if you're in the VIP group where to find me. And that's in the that is actually in the description. So thank you, Lisa. I can't believe I made that mess everywhere. Yeah, I know. But just frustrated the lid popped completely off. Just as I was going live, and it's very flustered. It makes me flustered. I know. There we go. I just. Oh, I am using well, I usually use Fusion. Um, it's called Tough Coat by Fusion. So it's I use matte because I don't like the shiny. So that's what I use. But I put it in a little container, and the lid just completely pops out. She okay? Oh, my dogs. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a good coat on the top, and then we'll put it to the side and let it harden. Just trying to coax the dogs in. I think the neighbor's dog's out. They're raising Cain. But you can use any kind of medium. You can, if you have Mod Podge, that works. If you use any kind of sealant. So I'm going to put this to the side because it's super wet. I'm going to work on something else for a minute and let this dry. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I am going to paint some embellishments real quick. So I am going to use this, and this is Would You Bend, and I am just going to paint. I am going to paint and let that dry. I'm going to paint this over here. And I tried to put something else on it first. I'm going to put So the color I have and the color I absolutely love is bronze and copper from Fusion. So first I'm going to use bronze and just push it down in those. Oh, you guys can't see. That's a wave. You guys see that? Give me a second to try to focus it. There it goes. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to put some of this on here, and this is just using a regular brush, and I'm just putting some metallic paint in the cracks of my Would You Bend. I used Would You Bend last week on a bottle. I don't know if you guys seen that. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna put the metallics down on this, and then come back and do a dry brush on some copper. This is bronze, and come back to the copper. But now I got paint. I got the big hard shell all over my desk. It won't set that quick, so I'll clean it up when we're done. Okay, I got one. Let's do that one. Metallic. And then paint this one metallic. Would You Bend? Yeah, Would You Bend? If you go back to my video last week, you can warm it up and put it around things. So I warmed it up last week and I put it around the bottle. You can see that. So it wraps around the bottle. I formed it on the bottle. Oh, silver. I like silver jewelry, but when it comes to painting, I love bronze and copper. And sometimes I just like it all. It just depends what I'm working on. I'm working on a class right now for a junk journal. That's getting ready to come out, and I think we're gonna have it in May. And it's gonna be create a junk journal from start to finish. And I am working on. It's gonna be I think 5 or 6 of us in the class. Teaching different little classes on how to do a junk journal. And my part is how to do an alternate cover with a cereal box. So that's why I'm gonna put these on my cover. But I just took a cereal box and recycled it basically. I'll have pictures for that. Probably tonight or tomorrow. I get them done. Yeah, but I explained how I do that, and I think there's class. I can't remember how much they cost, so you'll have to watch the site for that. I don't remember, but it can't be that much, and you have like I think it's lifetime view of that, and they have classes and stuff. Yeah, I use gold sometimes, but I don't like it very much because I like the tarnished colors, if that makes sense. Like I will put like turquoise underneath the copper to make it look like it's tarnished. And sometimes I'll touch gold on top of the bronze. I know that's not the right thing, but I like it looking a little old. Oh, cool. See? There is somebody else out there like me. So, yeah. And this is going to be on the cover on my on my junk journal, my cereal box junk journal. I did other ones with the decoupage on the cover. I usually buy. Hold on, I usually buy the my art journals are like from Michaels. Let's see that. I usually get these from Michaels and have a good cover, and I'll take and I will just decoupage, and those are on my, and I just decoupage on the top of my cardboard. But the class is more of how to create the whole junk journal cover from the decoupage. I mean, from a cereal box. I'm sorry, I haven't put decoupage on it yet. I'm still working it, but that's coming out in May. Hey Debbie, how are you? Glad you can join us. I am just painting some things because it's going to take a minute for my stuff to dry. I am going to, I made a mess and I'm still complaining about it. Right now I'm just painting some embellishments for the top of the journal that I'm going to do. But my project that we were working on should be wet, wet, wet. So, oh, wrong one. I want to do that color. I want to do, I am going to actually, oh, oh my goodness. I hope you're doing better. Going live today on Royce's page or right now I'm just going to put copper on if you guys can see that. I'm just going to touch it up and put some copper in it. Dry brushing a little copper. Using fusion copper. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Your personal page or you have a business page? Sorry, they look cute, but it's a little dark. So I didn't turn all the lights on right. Hello, Christina. How are you? It's Holly today. For now. I'm glad you could join us. And like I said, in the next week or two, Facebook is not going to let us do third-party streaming, so I will probably just have to put a link from my YouTube because I don't know if they're going to let me stream into it. They say they're not. I don't know. They did it for years, and now they're going to change it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, so crafting is your way to kind of, I find peace in crafting too. Oh, gosh. I have a mess going on. Okay, can you guys see that? Make turn my light around. You can see it's like dull. There we go. Now you can see my light. So I have these three little things here that I'm going to put onto my, I'm actually going to put it on my, junk journal cover that I'm working on for class. Okay, guys. My stuff is still very wet, so I'm going to bring it back over and I'm going to try to sand it. Sand it. I'm distraught. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand one more. Oh, belly guns. That sounds pretty cool. Yep. Anything to keep your mind busy is what I'm thinking. But I do craft. I do decoupage, paint. Yeah, all that fun stuff. A master of none. Me too. Me too. So what I'm doing is just sanding the edges off here. You guys can see me. I don't know if it's see it. Still a little wet, but I think it's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you can join me, Lisa and Christina. And there was one more in there, and I can't remember. The thing's grown up already. Debbie. Yay. Very glad you guys talked to me today. Usually it's just me chatting by myself. Oops. I do too, and it's a way to use my scraps. I hate wasting. I can use my scraps like this. And then I can lighten it up with a little white paint, like a whitewash is what I'm going to do. I know it's bright colors, but I'm going to whitewash it underneath it. Lighten it up a little. Sorry guys, I'm not on a screen. Can't see what I'm doing if I'm not on the screen. Yeah, there's thousands of ways to use the scraps. You can use the scraps to help put on like push down the decoupage if you don't have one of those little spatula things, those little scrapers. You can mishmash it in to make it look like quilt work. I love doing that. I did a patchwork or patch quilt work hat last year. The little straw summer hat. And I have got this all over me. The decoupage jealous. Anyway, I'm good. Personal problems, right? So that is this part here. These are all wet, so I'm going to have to throw these away, unfortunately. These little pieces here got wet. Because what didn't get wet by the decoupage, I mean, them on top got wet. I forgot to throw these away to connect these dots. Oh man, I'm bored. The decoupage shell on the floor, guys. Open the floor. Okay, we're good. We're good. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to find my white, maybe somewhere, maybe. I'm actually just going to use some paint, not Cuban, but I've been painting pictures. I'm going to use some of my acrylic with this colored. Just acrylic paint. And I'm just going to put a little on here. And I just want to lighten this up just a little, not much, just a little on the top. I want the colors to be just right. I want the words to show through, right? But I still want it to show through, but I want to lighten it up a little. The words to show up a little better, right? I've lost everybody. Okay. So once all of this dries, I'll be able to put words on top. But it's going to take a minute to dry, so I'm just going to have to show you guys the picture. So keep an eye on the site, and I will share the picture once it dries. So it just kind of lightens it up a little bit. You guys see that? So you can still see the colors to it, but it'll be easier to show the words for the door hanger. Right? And you can take it and wipe it back if it's too much. You can wipe it back. Right? But I think that's nice. Because you can still see the colors, and it makes it blend out a little bit so so we can see what's going on in there. Okay, this is gonna have to dry first, and then before I put the things on, so that's all the craft I have for tonight. So I will come back and show you guys. I'll give pictures to you guys. That's all I got. So if you don't see me next week, check me out on Facebook, or I'll give a link to the I'm sorry, not Facebook, YouTube, because that's where I'll be going live at next week. So well, we'll talk to you guys then. Hopefully they still let me go live from here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.